Hey everyone, I wanted to do a late night video. So one of the common topics that I've seen that's come up here recently is why is it that some people that gets COVID-19 seems like they drop over dead in 2 or 3 days, and other people, they get COVID-19, it's just like a basic cold. I do have a background in medical laboratory technology, so I feel like I'm maybe a little bit inclined to answer this. I've had a lot of experience with allergies, allergy testing. I have mast cell activation syndrome, multiple chemical sensitivity. I got 13 food allergies. And I also have 2 other medical certificates on top of my associates. So I want to explain why COVID-19 is so deadly to some and it's not deadly to others. You have to think of your immune system as like, I'm going to dumb it down for everybody. You have to think of your immune system as like a lock and key. Your immune system, it has binders and it has receptors. And I read it was a little article, I don't remember, I can't quote it, exact page or where I'd found it at. But it was talking about a gentleman that was real healthy. He ran track. He played baseball his whole life. He was around 32 years old, I believe. I believe that's how old the gentleman was. He was an avid runner. And he'd come down with COVID-19. I believe this was February or March. He had the rapid test, and within 2 days, he died. His wife found him dead on the couch. He was fine the day before. He started getting bad. I believe it was that night into the next day. He went to the hospital. Everything checked out okay. They let him go home. He took a turn for the worse the second night, and he passed away. Then you'll have the other group of people, or let's say another person, they don't hardly work out, don't touch weight, fairly unhealthy, and they're fine with COVID-19. They get it, they got a runny nose, they got a little cough, 3 or 4 days they're better. So why is it? It seems like COVID-19 is killing a lot of healthy people, and it's killing a lot of non-healthy people. It's kind of like a mixed bag of the people that's killing. So why is that? So we'll go back to the example I gave you about the immune system. It's lock and key. Like myself, got allergies right now. I have severe outdoor allergies. So I grow in a hay field, and I have the binders and I have the receptors, the lock and key, that my body reacts to hay. It also reacts to peanuts and nuts. I react to proteins in peanuts and nuts. So my body genetically is predisposed to have those binders for me to have a reaction, okay? Another example that you see with this is all the other outbreaks. You think of the plague, you think polio, you think of, let's use the Spanish flu, for example. We had people that survived, we had people that didn't survive. People that had chronic symptoms from it, people that didn't. Another example, poison oak. Some people can be around poison oak. They don't have the binders, they don't have the genes that they react to poison oak or poison ivy like a person that's severely allergic to it. Now you may say, well, how does that pertain, to a virus? A virus is different. Well, yeah, you're correct. It is different, but the thing about it is it's not. People think it's about a strong immune system and a weak immune system. It's not so much that. My immune system can be great, and I'm still going to react to hay and all this other stuff because I have the receptors for it. So it's like a lock and key. It's kind of like certain colds or certain viruses that a dog or cat can have, or chimpanzee. We may not be able to get it because we don't have the receptors. So what is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a new form of coronavirus. Coronavirus is a very common it's a very common virus, so it mutated off of that. So it was a new strain or a new type, but it was an aggressive type. So going back to the immune system example, is the people you see that's 80 years old or 90 years old, they get it, they're fine 2 or 3 days. Their immune system didn't have the binders, the receptors to react to it, as let's say the gentleman that was 32 years old that passed away in 2 days. And what people has to understand with this is, well, let's get to this first. One of the questions that a person may ask is they say, well, the virus is new, how did anybody have binders or receptors to it? Well, it doesn't come down to that, because coronavirus has been around for millions of years, so the body's familiar with it. So that's why you see, some people, they're over the flu in 2 or 3 days, and other people they're not. But the other factor that's in account, as the Delta variant comes out, it's mutating. So the people that didn't get sick from the first round, they may get awfully sick with this new variant, or it might be vice versa. Another great example of this lock and key would be how humans could eat chocolate and they don't react to it, but you can feed chocolate to a dog and the dog becomes deathly sick. It's because he had the genes and the antigens or the receptors that the dog reacted to the chocolate and we didn't. With the lock and key situation that I just mentioned, I like to add this. Your immune system is what does the damage itself. When you catch a cold or you catch a virus or you got staph, etc., the reason your body runs a temperature is to try to make a less favorable environment for that virus or for that bacteria to kill it out. So people that die from COVID-19 or that dies from a virus or a flu or whatever, it's not actually from the virus or the flu or COVID-19. What actually does the damage is your own body. It's your body's trying to fight off that virus. So when your lungs fill up with fluid or you get scar tissue in your lungs, it's not the virus doing it. What's happening is it's your body's immune response sending cytokines, it's sending eosinophils, it's sending you know, all this inflammatory type reaction, and what it's doing, it's your body's basically destroying itself like an autoimmune condition. So the people that die, you know, from COVID-19 and these conditions, it's all a matter of the over response in the immune system. That's goes back to what I say, lock and key. What turns it on? What turns that switch on to cause that over response? And once that over response, you know, it's triggered, it just leads to terrible things for that person. So it weans out the gene pool. It gets rid of all the reactor people of that virus, and the next virus comes out, and it, you know, just, we've seen it so many times, you know, with the Spanish flu, you know, the plague, you know, there was the polio outbreak in the 50s. We had the SARS-1 virus in the 80s. Now we got the SARS-2, aka COVID-19. So that's the way I always like to think of lock and key. But hopefully that clears some things up. That's pretty much all I have on that. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed the content or liked the video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. I want to get the content out, and I want to help as many people as I possibly can going through these terrible conditions. So if you would, at the very least, please do that. Y'all have a great one, and God bless. Peace.